Hola Campstars. Still the 6th of September. Now I'm outside Porchester Castle on this bright and sunny day. And there she is. That's one hell of a castle. Don't know much about it at the moment. Don't really know when it was built or what it was built for. But that is some hell of a castle. Well, there's the moat still existing going around the castle. Well, it goes out as far as that. That must be, I don't know, 30 foot deep down there. And there's still even a little bit of water in there. I bet at the bottom of that moat there's probably some history if you dug down or had a metal detector or something. Absolutely unbelievable size, this building. Been here all these years and I've never known it was here. Bloody huge it is. And I was presuming this was the front, but obviously it couldn't have been the front because there's no big grand entrance or anything. Just a little doorway over there. Look at that. The way they built this place, it was obviously built flint upon flint all the way up. There's of course a bigger stone up there, then flint, 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 right the way up to the top. But on the corners there, I don't know what you call them, little tiny windows are still there. But that's better stone going up to the flagpole. I don't know what this is. Maybe this was old prisoners or traitors gate coming out the back way when you went off to be hung.
Yes.
Well, this certainly is a fantastic building. Old Raven sat up on there, look. There she is. Whoa, sat right up on the top there. Well, this is it, a medieval castle within a Roman fort. Absolutely massive, this place. I don't know if anybody can read that. Well, here's an entrance, but I don't actually know if this would have been the main entrance. Don't know, it doesn't look grand enough really, but it's an entrance we've got round this side. Goes on and on and on down that way. That side looks a little bit older down there. And Porchester Castle opening times. Admission charges apply. Right, we're just beyond the gate we've walked through, and this is the walls inside. There's not a lot here really, but it's vast. I imagine the boundaries were the Roman fort. There's a church over in that bit there. I mean, all the walls are complete all the way around, but the only thing that stands inside is a church over there, and it's got some gravestones in it. Whoa, this is the moat round the other side. We're on what would be the drawbridge here, and this must be the entrance to actually Porchester Castle. I mean, that bit there is obviously Porchester Castle, which was, I take it, built inside the boundary, the walls of all this Roman fort. And this would have been just the drawbridge going through into the castle. But this bit, as most things are owned by English Heritage. And it says they charge about £13 to go in. We will see. I'm actually now inside of the castle walls. A lot more surviving inside here. The gatehouse built about 11:30. Wonder what they did at 12 o'clock. If I'd have been alive in them days, this has been my view probably, looking out through the bars, because that's where I'd have been. And it's probably where these holes are going up the walls here, that's probably another set of bars on the inside, so I'd never get out because I never had hacksaws in them days. Well, there's a little sign giving you some details. I'd have thought they've had a lot more posters up here, from Royal Castle to Prisoner of War Depot. Even back from AD 400 there wasn't a great deal here. People seemed to look like they lived in mud huts. The castle bit was there, the church was there in the corner, but there wasn't a great deal of other buildings in there. Yeah, that's a strange rubbish bin there. It's like a toilet seat on the top. Perhaps if you get caught short here, you can just sit on there and take a poo there. Who knows? Well, I've just come through that entranceway there, out to the ocean side. There's Portsdown Hill over in the distance. It's across there, that's where we were at Port Solent. The tide was in when we were across there. And this, it's looking down towards Portsmouth Harbour. There's the Spinnaker Tower down there, if anybody can make it out. And these huge big walls that are still standing on this castle. To the side facing towards the open sea, to the mouth of Portsmouth Harbour. This corner must have been repaired, I don't know, last so many hundred years, because you've got red brick in there. The Romans, well, I very much doubt they're Roman. But I would have thought there'd have been some big grand entrance here. Maybe there is down that way when we get round the corner there, but this sort of faces down the mouth of the open sea. And obviously when the tide's in, I imagine this is the only place the boats could have really come up alongside, because it's too shallow everywhere else. So carry on round, see what else we can find. Well, after about half an hour, I've walked all the way around the seaway, 20 minutes, half an hour, no other entrances around there, which surprised me. I thought there'd have been some great big grand entrance coming in off the sea, but there isn't. Just the small gate we went through. And we're back round the other side now, which I don't, well, this could have been the main entrance round the corner there beyond that tower. I don't really know. As I say, we're almost back round to the other side. I don't really know why people they go to places like Stonehenge and see about 10 stones. I don't know how many stones are up there at Stonehenge, but they come from all over the world round Stonehenge to look at it. There's not really anything there, but I mean, to come and see something like this, which is still standing, to me, it's much more worth a visit, much more interesting than seeing a couple of rocks stuck in the middle of a field. And there's a nice little, Porchester is a nice little village up there as well. Nice little area. I mean, that must have been perhaps the main entrance to go through the Porchester Castle. Then Porchester Village is up there. And yeah, and right down the other end through there would have been the sea entrance. I can hold this still, it's going all over the place at the moment. Yeah, that would have been the entrance from the sea. Not very big, but quite a way off. Well, here I am now. I'm right on the northeast corner of the fort. I say the castle, it's not just all the castle, it's the fort. That's the northeast going down part of the way. It goes a long, long way down there. And there's part of the way of the northern wall going to the tower, which you can see in the distance there. That's the tower on the castle, which is within the fort. But you can't see a lot up the northern side because there's all trees and stuff there. So I'm just taking this one shot to let people have a look. So that's the northern wall, that's the northeastern wall, and again looking out to sea over to Portsdown Hill, and to the right of that is Port Solent. Well, campers, that's my tour of Porchester Castle and Porchester Roman Fort. If anybody comes down, if anybody's got a motorhome or camper van, I really highly recommend coming down here to have a look at it. It's well worth a look. You can spend a couple of hours here, but if you go into the very internal bit of Porchester Castle, which I walked into and filmed, but there's nothing else to see, but just to walk in there, they charge you about 13 quid a person, which is absolute robbery, because the National Trust have just got hold of that little piece on its own. So yeah, if you want to come here, it's well worth it. I mean, this car park here is free. There's the motorhome park there. I mean, I've taken up 2 bays. It said on the board over there, nothing about motorhomes, nothing about overnight, nothing about charges, but it did say no commercial vehicles over 30 hundredweight or something. I don't know, something silly anyway, but I mean, I'm about 4 ton, so I parked anyway, and there's nobody about here. So yibbida yibbida, that's all folks from Porchester Castle, signing off.